What's happening, people? Welcome to another video with Allsortzz. We are back again with the Allsortzz 3, and as the title says, we are going to update it to see if there's any new features, and then we are going to give it a teardown to see what we get inside, because I have done a real versus fake and a lot of people said it needs updating, so that's what we'll do in this video, just to show you if there's any differences in the new update. Just before I get started, make sure you follow me on one of the social medias above, as I always put up sneak peeks on what to expect and all sorts. And as always, make sure you subscribe and also hit the bell notification so when I upload any video, you'll actually be notified. So this video will either destroy the Allsortzz 2 or it might survive, just depending on how the internals are inside. So we're going to do that by first of all updating it to see if there's any differences in the software. Then we're going to take off the screws on the back and hopefully see what we get inside. So let's get started. First of all, let's switch it on just to show you what it's like pre-update. With it, the power button off. It's been a while here. So you get a vibrate, you get the hello animation, and as you can see here, we have got the update, the Allsortzz on. So let's go into settings. Let's go to about. Well, hold on, general first, and let's see what update. So firmware version, as you can see right here, is 230617. Remaining memory. So what we're going to do now is connect it to the app and let's see if there is a firmware update. Just before we quickly do that, let's just see what the operating system is like. As you can see here, we've got the operating system. Looks really nice. Double tap, it doesn't work, so you have to go back into the shortcuts and change it from there. So as you can see here is the list view, just shows you what apps it's got, and then pressing the power button brings you recent tasks. So let's update it. As you can see, we have a notification from Wear Fit Pro, but you got the red dot notification there, and we have the Allsortzz 3 already connected to the app. So let's press DFU upgrade. Are you sure about the firmware upgrade? Yes. So it's loading the firmware file. Now that's nearly done. It's going to install the firmware file, so this probably would take about a minute or two. That took around 3 minutes, and we're just nearly hitting 100%. So installing firmware software update is finished. Please connect the device. So let's move that aside, and hopefully switching it on will give us a updated firmware, or would it? So it's not right. So there we go, it's optimizing. We've got a few numbers. I have no idea what that says. So yes, let's go. We've got a bit of color in this as well. As you can see, we're going to general, language. Let's just press English. There we go. So let's go into general again, system, and as you can see, it definitely has changed. So it's 5330729. So it has changed. But what has changed when it comes to the software? So as you can see, does it have some new watch faces? They are dynamic. Here are the shortcuts. You can edit, split screen. You've got your list view, any new apps. There we go. But I have got to say, it runs a bit more smoother because I've used it. As you can see, I'm sure you can download more apps. Now look at the apps you can download: your photo albums, ebook, and everything. Time zones. You got loads of time zones as well. Look at that, time zones. Message, WeChat, tapping the sport button, which we'll try here again. It's got loads, over 150 sport buttons. As you can see, it's much more responsive on the crown as well. Recent tasks. So yeah, it's much more smoother, I've got to say. Much more smoother with the update. So that was a lot of people were messaging me on the real versus fake to make sure you update it, but it does run a lot smoother, I've got to say. So now what we need to do, switch this off, shut it down. Let's tear it down. We hit a bit of a speed bump here because I've took the ribbons off, as you can see, but there are a few wires that are soldered on to the body and the screen, but them wires can easily be soldered back on. So I'm actually just going to snap the wires off the screen and then show you the chipsets inside, and hopefully I've got a soldering kit and I can solder these wires back to where they need to be. A lot of people won't like me for this, but it has to be done. Just to show you what it's like. But like I said, these can always get soldered back on to this screen where the circuit board is now. So it's a little bit different compared to previous smartwatches that I've teared down. I'm going to save this tape so I can put it back on once I solder it, all the wires back on. But look at that. Here is where the circuit board is on the back panel. I thought it was the screen, but it's not the screen, it's the back panel. But as you can see, it's got a big A16 chip, and here we have some more text. That says XTX or XTS 004GLGEA 2306XH70, and same again if it focuses. Got a little chipset there, if you can see the serial number. But overall, they are getting a bit better compared to the previous smartwatches I've teared down. Usually you never get these connectors, everything is soldered on to the circuit board, but we have got a few wires that are soldered on. Other than that, everything is on a connection right here from the screen and the battery. But overall, bringing in the body of the smartwatch, you got the vibrator, the speaker. The battery wasn't actually stuck in to the body of the smartwatch, and as you can see, this is a 450 mAh battery. So they were right when it comes to the milliamps of this Hello Watch 3. And as you can see here, it's got some connectors which connect to the circuit board, the vibrating motor, speaker, and basically there are a few weights to weigh it down on this side here, and a few springs where the crown button and the sport button is. And that is about it, people. I'm not going to force the screen out because I do definitely want to keep this smartwatch, so we'll be soldering these wires back onto the back panel, and hopefully it should work. So if you want to see that in the next video, then make sure you let me know in the comment section below. So overall, that is the teardown of the Hello Watch 3. If you've got any questions, let me know in the comment section below. If you want to see any other videos, do let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the video. Was there any changes you've seen in the updates? Do let me know in the comments. But yeah, thanks again for watching, and I will see you again for another video.